Hi everyone, we are live again in the backyard. It is supposedly the golden hour. Is that bike looking like it's gonna tip over? I should probably move it. Be right back. Also looked like it was growing out of my head, didn't it? How's everyone doing tonight? I hope you guys are doing well. Looks like I got a thumbs up. So that's always good to start off with a thumbs up. Tonight, guys, it is the golden hour. You know what they mean by the golden hour? Who can tell me in the chat? At least it is here in Texas at this hour. I'm having some tea with cream. Hey, Vanessa. Riding a bike. I wish I should ride a bike. That's my daughter's bike. And that's actually a really good bike, too. It's a 10-speed, I think. But no, I can't ride the bike. I should get on that bike and ride around the neighborhood. That would be so good for me. But I can't do it right now. So what is the golden hour? Hola, Graciela, ¿cómo estás? Vanessa's here, and Makeup Zombie, how are you? Well, the golden hour, guys, is the best time, they say. I know, I will get hurt. I can't see, this is one of the reasons I love the gym, just for the treadmill, because I have, and I do have an ellipsis. But sometimes I think about jogging, you know, because I can do a little jog, right? But I'm so scared of falling. I have fallen once when I think I was just walking. But it was right after the hurricane, and we were home for quite a bit. We were also shut down for a while without electricity, and the schools were shut. So I was walking, and I fell with the debris. I don't remember if it was even dark. I don't think it was dark, but not fun. So the golden hour, they say, is, but there's no sun, is when the sun is setting, and it is the best time to take pictures. To take pictures of your inventory to sell on eBay and Etsy. And it really is a wonderful light source instead of the artificial light that a lot of us have come to depend on. It really is. I used to love to do it, like right here against the fence, and I put my little mannequin out there. There was a red bird sitting on the perch right on this. Can you see him? I think he's right there. He was there. He's gone now. Yeah, all the cameras and lights scared him away. Hi, Guillermo. But it's the best time to take your pictures, and they called it the golden hour, and that's a lot of photographers know that as well. People that take pictures of people for a living, and because the lighting is just so perfect, it's flattering for everyone. And boy, I've been out here with the sunlight in my face, and you can that thing highlights wrinkles I don't even have. Awful. So I was like, I'm gonna wait till it's a little bit better lighting out there. And yeah, some might call me vain. I don't care what you call me. I just, I prefer good lighting. I was just thinking about that too, guys, because my cousin was talking to me not too long ago. Her mom is in a very, very nice nursing home, and they're doing well there. There hasn't been any outbreaks or anything like in some places. But before any of this scare started, she would tell me, yes, my mom is very concerned about getting her hair done. She dyes it, and I think she's like, 86, 89 or something like that. And she gets very anxious when she can't dye her hair. And luckily, they have a hairdresser on the premise and all of that. And she calls her vain. She says, my mother is so vain. I can't believe she, worries about that. But what's wrong with that? I really don't see anything wrong with people worrying about how they look or taking a little time to put some makeup on. And if you, like your hair red and you want to dye it red, even if you're 90, so what? I don't think that's why I waited for the golden hour, but I didn't get any sunshine. I really wanted, oh my gosh, my tea smells really good. It's chai tea. It's Trader Joe's chai tea. Now it is the one in the bags. I didn't realize there was different kinds. I had actually bought the other kind, and I had to go buy a little ball to put the other kind, the loose kind. And then I opened this package, and this one's all packaged up in bags. Yeah. So my aunt, her poor mom, has Alzheimer's, or dementia. She's definitely got the early signs of dementia, and she's the one that I was telling y'all not too long ago that my cousin had made a beautiful little album with her, kind of just a regular junk journal type thing, where she just put pictures of the family and put their phone number, and kind of said they're married to this, and this is their to this one, and this is their kids, and this is their names, and they're in second grade, and all of these little things. That's the same one, but she does not forget her hair appointment at all. She gets really anxious if she can't have that hair appointment. It's not quite grass. This is the one I was saying. It's all clovers pretty much and weeds. I wish. I need to start fertilizing. My son and his daughter were fertilizing their yard yesterday, I believe, putting some kind of seed or fertilizer down. Anyway, the tea came out really nice. It is chai tea. I was going to put honey and cream. Someone suggested I put honey and cream last time, but I put a creamer that I have from I don't know who, and I think it's a honey vanilla creamer, and it's perfect. It's really good. And guys, the reason I was entitled it "What's in Vogue" is because I thought we would take a quick little look at this latest Vogue. Remember, I told you that I'm going to stop, and I'm going to look at this one. I haven't looked at it all, but if it's full of politics, I'm going to drop my subscription. It's a high commitment to be, preached to. I don't like that. Okay, this is Dior. Ooh, it smells good. Men or women? Oh, it smells really good. Set me a perfume here. But I wanted to look at it because it just came in the mail, and it's got this little girl who's 18. She's a superstar, and her name is Billie Eilish. And she won a lot of Grammys. And the reason I was intrigued by her is because here she is, full of Gucci. My middle schoolers are all about my students. They're always telling me, oh, this and that, and please play this or that, because I always try to, especially in my impromptu speech, I always try to bring in pop culture so that they can relate. So they started talking about this girl, so of course I have to go and research it on my own. And so I found that intriguing. And the fact that these kids are so of different mindsets. We tend to sometimes stereotype kids that they're all, especially the ones that are, in their teens, that they tend to be liberal or that they all think alike, and they don't. And they really, really don't. So that little boy that said, no, she's all about depression, don't listen to her, this and that. And he's all very conservative little boy. And the girls are quite the opposite, liberal girls. So it's always interesting to see that. Also, I love to look in here because those of us who are still selling, look at the mini bags. The mini bags are still the hottest thing. Absolutely the hottest thing. Then I like the way Chanel back here, they now have some real gold and white gold and 18 karat gold. So genuine, precious metals. And they termed it, which is such an interesting thing. This bracelet stack here is called Crush Ring and Bracelets. And it's 18 karat white gold or beige gold. So remember I'm always talking about the blonde gold and I don't really know how to call it. Well, apparently I guess some people are calling it beige gold. But I'm wondering, I guess they can finish it off with that last alloy that will give it that lighter color. But it always seemed to me like the fun thing about 18 karat gold was the rich yellow color. So who knows? Who knows? And then, okay, here's another cute little mini bag. And do you guys remember these little short vests? These are so 60s. Remember that? And I do sell some of these, guys. I have found things like this, and I probably still have plenty of clothing to be listing right now in the garage. The little short vests, the crochet vest, people are into that big time. Big time. So, I still want to look in here. I hate to have to cancel it, but it just makes me upset that, because I used to love the articles in Vogue. I think most of them are very, very, well written and wonderful. So I'm hoping that they don't steer too much on that so that I can still enjoy the magazine. What else are you guys up to? Jude, thanks for being here. And Nana as well. Hi, Angela. Is it dark over there already? I know it's already dark in Chicago. My son tells me 4 o'clock, dark already. In the winter, I don't know about now. Maybe they're starting to get a little spring. Oh, the little bucket bags, but the ones that are straw. I think some people call them wicker. I'm not sure. Is it dark? Oh my goodness. It is, as you can see. If the sun was out, it would be the golden hour as I was talking about. But it's not out right now. I guess we had a little rain this morning. It's kind of swampy in the yard right now. For sure. You still have shoes from when you were 13. Isn't that wonderful that you did that? And I bet you could get an arm and a leg for them. Yes, I see some of the platform shoes in here that I'm like, oh my God, that is so 1974. And look at this. Look what Ralph Lauren still is doing. The Pussy Bowl. The Pussy Bowl. Bow. I can't even say it. Pussy bow tie shirt. And it's all over the magazine. And I did find some of these one of my last weeks at the Goodwill. I found a beautiful pink one that was silk, made in the USA. It was so, so cute. And I haven't even had a chance to wear it. I think I wore it to do a video. I'm not even sure. Yes, I did wear it I was going to make a video for my grandkids reading a book, but I didn't like the way it came out. You could hardly see the book. It stopped raining in Stockton. Good, good. Yeah, there's so many things that you see. Okay, here's the other one. We talked about this one the other day too. I didn't have one, but remember at the auction I was showing you that cigar purse, and I was telling you how these were so popular in the 60s, and my aunts used to all have some of these. And I had a big collection because I was really collecting them like about 10 years ago. I had a huge collection, and I never kept any. Now I wish I had one because I really want one for summer. And of course, what's the other one, that other brand, that Enid or Enid Collins? I have some that are similar, but they're not that one. Those are also really, really popular. And they don't describe it here, but in the back they have another thing, and it's from Coach. And all they say is Coach bag. And I was hoping they would give me a name because I can't remember the name of what they call those kinds of purses, but I love them. Yeah. Oh, I used to love Cosmopolitan too. I used to have to sneak it in though because my mom didn't like for me to read it. And I don't blame her. But yeah, that was definitely a revolutionary magazine. What was that lady's name? Helen Gurley Brown, I think. She was something, yeah. What's wrong, Jude? What are you dying about? I hope you're not sick. Or are you laughing? Laughing is good. Look, Jude, the yellow bag. See? It's a hot color. There's always that pop of color that's so popular. Yes, the jean ones. Oh, I used to love those. I used to love the jean ones. They were so good. Here it is. This one by Coach. And they don't name it. They don't give it any description. They just say Coach bag. Then this is an awesome loafer by Terry Birch. I like that a lot. And is there another bag? Oh, look at the monkeys over here. This is a pattern that's kind of coming back too. And of course, all the toile and what is it called? Damask, I think. That pattern's really hot too. Yeah, I had some jean bags. What are the other bags? Of course, the saddle bags are really popular. The ones that look like horse saddles, those were fun. And look at the jewelry. Oh my gosh, what is this? This is a Granny Morton earrings. Oh my goodness. Look at these earrings, guys. They are this long, and they're cameos, and it looks like coral and something. Those are beautiful earrings. And then look, it's got like a mother of pearl or something at the top, or a shell. Isn't that incredible? I love looking at the jewelry to see how they name it. They're $450. It doesn't say what's on them, but it looks like a genuine cameo, maybe a rose quartz, and it looks like a These might be made out of vintage items or something because that looks like coral at the very bottom. Ooh, and look at the pointy shoes. The Manolos. I last saw some Manolo Blahnik at the Goodwill, guys. And I kept thinking, and here's the name in case you guys don't know, but you will find stuff like this when they open the Goodwill again. They're going to be so packed with donations. I have a closet full of donations. That's another reason I'm missing the Goodwill, because I am dying to go donate some of my things that I'm cleaning out the closets. You know, you find yourself cleaning the closets. Mm-hmm. Yes, it's a pussy bowl. Pussy bow, that's what they're called. And they're everywhere. There's one back here too. They come and go. They were really hot, in the 90s, 80s? And then they came back even 4 years ago. And look, here's another one. Beautiful, just a beautiful bow. That one's a gorgeous pattern too. I love it. Those huge door knocker earrings. See, this is what I'm looking at, trends, to see to start listing everywhere. That's what they're called. And you know what else I want? If you guys are resellers out there, I want a Burberry coat, but I want the old school Burberry with like this kind of pattern. And I hunt for them on eBay often with kind of this big plaid pattern. I love that. And kind of belted, just a simple, I don't know if you would call it, I think they called it like suburban chic or suburban mom chic or something like that. But to me, that just never goes out of style. Is that oh my gosh, look. This is, I believe, a Gucci with Mickey Mouse. That little bag is Mickey Mouse. And that's Gucci, right? It's either Gucci or MCM or something. That is so cute. Oh my goodness. In the 80s, that was my state. Yes, the pussy bow. See, I'll say that a little bit more often. I'll get more used to it. I keep tripping on it because it's kind of awkward. It was the 80s. Yes, well, they're back now. And they look so cute. And I did wear one for a video the other day, but it was a video I made for my grandkids. And then I didn't even send it because they couldn't see the book very well. Mm-hmm. And I think I may have, no, I definitely have some pictures of me wearing one of those beautiful shirts. Yeah. They look so pretty. And recently, I know it's notorious news, a notorious man who was convicted, but his very powerful attorney, female attorney, there's a picture of her because she was quite in the press quite a lot because she was defending him for a heinous crime, right? She was wearing one, and I think it's like her professional picture for her law firm, and she was wearing, I think it was even purple. It was the softest color, and that nice little pussy bow. Really pretty shirt. How many times can we say that word, y'all? Hey, Miss Anita, how are you? And okay, then the power suits, still hot, but I love the bowler. It's not a bowler hat, but definitely kicked up a notch for the evening. I love suits, guys, too. I always look for suits at the Goodwill. I think they're just so flattering on every figure. And you can still make them sexy if you like to, if you don't want to look like a man or you feel like a man because you're wearing a suit. Put a nice pussy bow shirt underneath it or some pearls, and it looks great. Yeah. Guys, if you're new to the channel, we're just having a porch chat right now. It's just a almost daily vlog where I come out here and talk to you. I will bring you jewelry videos very, very soon. I'm recording some. I'm trying to get ready for some. I'm trying to get ready for the auction tomorrow. If you guys have not, this is another little PSA. If you have not received your item or if you have not received your invoice, let me know. There has not only been glitches on my part. Well, PayPal wouldn't let me print. Then they let me print. Then my printer wouldn't print. Then I overpaid at the post office because it's more they don't allow that much weight. They start, I don't know. Anyway, so it's been a big mess, and then I had to cancel some labels. So please let me know if you have not gotten, there's an airplane. See, I told you I was close to an airport. And that's a commercial. That's a commercial plane. Nice to see them flying. If you've not gotten your invoice, or if you've not gotten your item, or if it was incomplete or something, just please let me know. Of course, we will remedy everything that we can, okay? So, but tonight we're just sitting on the porch talking. Last night we were having red wine. I may still have some red wine later, but right now this chai tea is really, really good. It is Trader Joe's, and I just put a little bit of creamer, vanilla honey creamer from, I don't know, Borden's or something. It was pretty good. Yes, yes. I'm selling a beautiful shirt that is from the 70s, and it's a Victorian. So it was a throwback to you remember we did the whole gunny sack and all that in the 70s? Well, this is actually a Jessica gunny sacks, Jessica McClintock for gunny sacks. It's black, and I'm selling it for $75, and lots of people have asked about it. It hasn't sold yet, but I think that's a fair price for it because it is genuine vintage. All right, then we talk about eating here. And it's interesting because this is talking about relative eating. I love when people come out with new information about eating, right? Because things are always changing, and it depends on what you mix with what. You know, you can have your cheesy burger as long as you have it with something else or whatnot, and you don't have it every day. So I like to read. That's what I'm saying. I love their articles. They're normally fabulous. But the last one I got was full of politics and so much propaganda, I could not stand it. So just give me the fashion is all I'm asking in my Vogue. Oh, Moschino, my favorite. I love it. I love these handbags. They're still really popular. I did have one in the 90s that had the gold hardware with just the Moschino across the front. Loved that bag. Probably resold it 3 times, and now I wish I had it. Look at the hair, guys. Look at the hair. That is not even 80s. That is a feathered look from 1977, right? It's crazy how things come back. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's good to look in here and oh, look at this jewelry. See, we think, who's going to wear that? That looks like the one I found that was out of Australia with all the beautiful birds that my daughter is actually in love with. She really wants it. It was made out of leather. All of those little pieces are made out of leather. I think this one is too. It looks like it. Those are little blue pansies. True, true. That's true, Miss Vanessa. And then look, this pattern is like forever. Versace is just milking this pattern. Remember when J-Lo wore that to some award show? That print just goes on forever. Crazy. Yeah, but it's fun. I like looking through these things. I'm telling you I think I'm going to have some sunglasses at my auction too, guys. I have some fabulous sunglasses that I can't even wear because I can't see. I can't see when I wear them, and I have some from this designer that I don't even know. I think I got them off of Sandy's auction, and she thought they were Tory Burch. She thought they were another designer because they had the case from Tory Burch or something. Well, they turned out to be another designer that was on the glasses, and they're really cute. They're really huge, those oversized ones. And the magazine's like $10, but I subscribe to it. It's $8. Yeah, $7.99. But they were another designer, and they're super nice. And then I also have a pair, I think, of Coach. So I may bring that. I also love the way they're incorporating the larger size models, guys. And they're not, I really love that about today's culture. They're not all the Victoria's Secret size. And this is Victoria's Secret. Oh, it's an ad for Victoria's Secret. Yeah. You're getting with the program. What did Jude say now? Oh. Well, that's what they called it because the cats, remember on some of the like the 50s motifs, the cats did have little bows. Yeah. I remember seeing graphics like that. That's probably where they got that from. And then this thing's going to be super hot with that Netflix stuff that's on. Anything tiger print, guys. I just saw Chick Picker say too that she had just sold some jeans with the animal print, and she attributed to that popularity. That's all we're watching now is TV. So people are going to really try to emulate their characters. That's what they like to do. So look in your closet, pull out that. It's okay. It's okay, Jude. We're free to speak our minds. It's hard for me to say it, believe me, but I hate not saying it because that's what it's actually called. It does. It looks really pretty. Hot pants. We called them hot pants. I don't know what they're calling them now. Look at that. That's cute. Cute on those girls. So, okay, that was the other perfume I tried. I like that one. Some of these are just so exaggerated, right? You know you would never wear them, but fun to look at. They never go out of style, absolutely, but they always come to a mass appeal, which is where they are right now. Because like my daughter, my middle daughter, no, my eldest, she is a total, I mean, she's beyond animal lover. Beyond. She cannot even see a stray dog. She's like, please don't even tell me about it. Don't let me see it, because she'll want to pick it up. So she doesn't like even the imitation animal prints. She just doesn't like the idea of it. But yeah, it's definitely always been a classic, but some people detest it. Now, for some reason, it's got this mass appeal. And people are attributing it to pop culture, which is the new Netflix thing going on right now. Look at these. These are 70s throwbacks too. These long sleeve dresses, long dresses. I love that they're bringing back the long sleeves because I love wearing dresses in the wintertime with boots. And they're just so pretty. There's just something really Edwardian about them, and I love them. She did. Oh, my daughter has worn some things of mine too. And I had some really, really short, and I embroidered them myself, denim shorts, if you could call them that. And she's worn them a few times. They are so old. They fit her perfect. What is Ozark about? Yes, I love them. And you know what I really like? I like that the princess of, or is it she, the Duchess? She wore sleeves in her wedding dress, had sleeves. I thought it was so beautiful. Because most of the wedding dresses these days are totally sleeveless and just kind of like a bustier top. And I just think they look so elegant and regal with the sleeves. And then, of course, this is 90s coming back. I think I just was looking at the 90s Vogue with Cindy, what was the supermodel's name? I forgot. The one with the mole on her cheek, pretty lady. And she had a pantsuit. The entire spread was all pantsuits of her. That's Lauren Bacall there. Oh my gosh, she looks amazing. You had a Renaissance wedding? Oh my gosh, Jude, you should show us some pictures one day. Sit down and put the camera close so we can see. That would be so fabulous. When my daughter works at the Renaissance festivals, and she said she's seen one wedding. It was so wonderful, she said. But they do rent them out for weddings. Crawford, yes, that was it, Anita, Crawford. Cindy Crawford, her daughter's a model now, I believe. She's beautiful too, just like her. Last night, I have to apologize for the video, guys. The power went out on me. I don't know what happened. When we were in the throes of a fabulous conversation. Sheen has vintage styles. Yes, and there's another company. They had actually reached out to me, and they were going to send me some things, but I don't know why. I forgot to get back to them. They specialize in vintage also, and they do a lot of things. It's interesting because they do the young. Then they do things like mother's dresses for weddings, but in vintage. They're new. They're newly constructed, but they're so pretty. They're retro, basically. I forgot the name of the company. It's an online company as well. Oh, I love my big rose patterns. That always reminds me of Dolce & Gabbana, but everybody brings it back as well, especially for summer. I don't know. I love color, guys. I love color. Oh, look at this too. The little tank tube top in denim. So 80s with Anna Nicole. Anna Nicole actually lived in my neighborhood when she first met that elderly billionaire or millionaire. She actually lived in one of the homes around here, and one of my friends bought it. And she said it was horrible when they moved in because she would keep these exotic animals. I forgot what kind of animals she had. I don't remember what she said, but she would keep exotic animals. You had long red hair. Oh, I want to see. You definitely need to share that. That is so unique. Everyone should share their wedding picture in their community tab. That would be fun. I've seen Anita's. She looked beautiful. Anita shared her wedding photos one time. That would be cute. We should do that. Everybody even if you don't, I think you can still have a community tab if you don't make content. Or you can share it over in my Facebook public page. Hey, Laura. Oh, really? Well, what's the premise of Ozark? Is it violent? Fendi has a pink bag. Remember I told you pink, never, ever will you not sell it. You have a pink bag, put it online, it will sell. Can you see it? I had a pink Gucci once. I should have kept it. But I resold it. It had a beautiful bamboo handle. But it was one of those really, really structured, not baguette. It was kind of like the shape of a banana, really, but it was only this small. So you had to zip it up like that and put your wallet on this side, and it was just really impractical for me. Oh, there's violence? Okay, no. Well, I do like Jason Bateman, but I'm not into violence. I'm not into watching it. I'll recommend it to my husband, but he's probably already seen it. Sometimes I have to tell him, please lower the volume. I'm tired of hearing stabbing and shooting and, Oh, and then look at these chunky little things. These were our 60s sisters wore those for sure. That type of heel. I probably wore that when I was like 10 or so, maybe, or similar to it. That's definitely like 66 right there. Laura Linney. Oh, here's another one. This is called Between the Finger Ring. Remember how we've run into these? I know we don't run into Van Cleef and lapels, but they've come out with a Between the Finger Ring. So I've never known how to call those. That's what they're called. And I have had a few in the, costume jewelry variety. Isn't that gorgeous? But that's what it's called. Oh, now we got an alarm going on. I'm going to have to check out in a minute. I know. I can't stand it. And he's upstairs watching it on the big screen. And I'm downstairs watching, and I turn mine up, and then he turns his up, and then I turn mine up so I don't hear his. It's horrible. Mm-hmm. My daughter's looking at me from the window. It's so bad to be home, isn't it, guys? In a way, I'm losing my mind. I want to go out. I want to go. My son was showing a sandwich he got delivered from some nice restaurant, and it was like he was craving a hot, like a buffalo style sandwich. And he should probably just put some Frank's, that Frank's hot sauce and some butter and fry up something. And he decided to order it, and it looks so good. And I'm like, oh, I want to go pick something up. And then I don't. It's weighing on me. I am trying to be pumped and everything, but it is weighing on me for sure. Oh yeah, those are cute, Alice. I bet they're super cute. I used to wear the black and white Oxfords. What are they called? Oxfords? Saddle. Yeah. That was part of our uniform in Catholic school. One of the Catholic schools I went to, we wore blue skirts, white shirt with a pussy bow, with a satin bow, but we tied it like a sailor. Actually, that was our tie. We couldn't tie it like a bow. We had to tie it like a sailor knot. And we wore the black and white. It was a cute uniform. I love that one. And then other schools I went to about two other Catholic schools as I progressed through the grades. They were plaid mostly, blue plaid, red plaid. But I think I like that one the best with that, just solid blue skirt, crisp white shirt, and that satin nautical bow. Yeah, yeah. No, they didn't. No, because it was actually more like a knot. It was a nautical. They even showed us how to do it, like a little sailor with the little knot in the front. Yeah. I'll have to share a picture of me wearing that too. Oh, the nuns. I could tell you stories. Look at her. The twiggy eyelashes. But she looks a little bit like Jane Fonda, a young Jane Fonda. But those are like over kitty cat eyes or something, aren't they? Amazing. Let me see how much juice I have. And has it been buffering? Last night I saw a little buffering. That happens a little bit when I come outside. And for some reason it happens in my piano room too. I don't know why. Lots of white. Yeah, I was impressed with that for sure. Look at these, the button earrings. And I think this is Fendi. I'm telling you, the button earrings look so pretty on some people. They look very pretty on Carla with her black hair. It just stands out. They look really pretty on her. And they're practical. They don't get in your way. You were kicked out Catholic school. The nuns told my parents I was not ready for their type of discipline. Yeah, well, we all have stories about Catholic school for sure. But it was definitely the best years of my life. I learned so much there. And I got my whippings from the nuns, that's for sure, even when I was only in first grade. But things were different then, Things were different. I think they even had corporal punishment. They called it corporal punishment, right? In public schools. Things are definitely changed these days. I can't get over that little vest. That is so cute. I think I still have a vest like that. Oh, here's the cute Chanel jewelry. Love that. That's awesome. And I believe this is not, because they do costume jewelry too. Matter of fact, they mostly do costume. And it's still super expensive. I like the haircut too. So I will probably go and read the rest of this. Lots of, oh look, there's the tiger print platform shoes. Okay, now I'm going to be looking for tiger print to go list. Used to beat the crap out of the boys. Oh my gosh, I can't even imagine. I can't even imagine, but I know that was a common thing. I mean, and I thought when I went to public school, I was already in 11th grade. I only went to public school my last 2 years, 11th and 12th. And I believe they had already done away with that. The board, that's a good one. The Board of Education is what one of your teachers called it, huh? Oh my gosh, gosh. Yeah, there was a little abuse for sure. Not a normal way to learn. Yeah, and I think we have to judge it each from our. I mean, we shouldn't judge it from only our perspective, because many people didn't experience that. Sometimes it's just that was your experience. Some people had a wonderful experience. Some people had a mediocre experience. They're not all the same, that's for sure. Just like any public school. I could tell you stories about public school that would turn your head. One, when I went to 11th grade and I walked into a math class, my algebra class, it's probably why I hate math so much. And the teacher sat there and ate, and I still remember to this day, every time I see French onion dip, because she would have it every day, French onion dip with Ruffles chips, and she would eat that all day long while we sat in her class, and she would give us a worksheet, and God forbid you asked a question, because she would make you feel like an idiot, and she wouldn't answer it. She would get one of her smartest kids to answer it for you, and she wouldn't answer it, and I think I saw her go to the board twice the entire semester. So there are definitely horror stories for everyone, I believe, whether it's public, Catholic, private, you know. And then there were some fabulous teachers, and one was a, a Catholic school nun who taught me to love reading and love words and to learn new words, and showed me how to speed read. And, you can't discount that. You can't discount the good things. There was some bad, but there was some good. And they weren't all from the same school, but that was a Catholic school. And then there was a public school that I went to that I adored, certain teachers or counselors or coaches or people that mentor you in any way. So, yeah. And of course, the bullying, that happens too. And I was there in the 70s, and it was very, very different culture for sure. First of all, we could smoke. We had a smoking section. We actually had a smoking section so kids could light up their Camels and whatever they wanted to, right? So it was very different to go from a Catholic school, very cloistered, very strict, where they would expel you if they even found a package of matches in your presence. They would expel you just for a package of matches, and then go to the opposite, to a public school where they had a smoking section. And it was it was like an open hallway. The doors would face the outside, and then they were called breezeways. So the last breezeway was an entire smoking area. I couldn't even walk through there. I would start, and I smoked at that time. I think I did. I think I started smoking when I was a teenager. I think I did. But I could not even walk through there because I would start coughing. It was just so much smoke. Probably why I started smoking. Yeah, it was crazy. That's hilarious. But I'm telling you, I have seen teachers go nuts. Yeah, absolutely. That is hilarious. She says the only thing that stands out that was weird was my typing teacher jumping into the wastebasket because he was so angry. Oh my gosh. I guess it's better than throwing somebody in the wastebasket. I don't know. And you can YouTube some of those crazy teacher things that they can now record. Everybody has a video cam now. I've seen one where parents and the teachers get into it over whatever. It's horrible. Civility is a rare thing these days in some instances, especially when you're angry, and the teachers, yeah, they can get angry too. They're human. That is so funny. She smashed her fist through an overhead projector. Oh my gosh. Tell me about it. I mean, I have to stand back, and I just cannot believe what I hear in my hallways too. The thing is, you kind of learn when you study about behavior and all of that. You kind of learn that you have to have a neutral tone. When someone is angry, you're not going to de-escalate the situation by getting angry with them. So, and I've seen it from the principal, I've seen it from many teachers. They will sit there and bark at each other as if one is going to win. The kid's not going to let down when he's got troubles, right? If he's got some instability, he is not going to let down, and he's not even listening to you. Once you start yelling at him or demeaning him in some way, or embarrassing him by yelling at him in front of the entire class, you've lost that kid. You are not going to get him to listen to you. So, we get all of the manuals and we're told, take them and reprimand them privately, don't embarrass them. But sometimes anger gets the best of people and they don't follow those guidelines, unfortunately. So it's very, very hard. People are always, we do all kinds of sessions with the other teachers so that they can, and these are just general ed kids, not even the kids that might have, issues that emotional disturbances or anything like that. Just a regular kid can do something wrong. You start yelling at him in his face and embarrassing him, you're not going to reach him at all. So it's awful. That's probably why you did it, Miss Alice. That's probably why you pursued those lofty goals, because you were told that you couldn't. Many times that's our fuel. That sets off our trajectory, is when people don't believe in you. Because basically, I think we have to start our own fires. We really do. We can have the best parents, we can have the best schools, and we can still fail. And then we have the opposite. I've known people that one parent was in prison, the other one had to work all the time, no time for them. They did their homework on their own, but they saw something. They saw a way out, and they did it. And then I've seen people that are privileged. Oh my gosh, so privileged. Car by 15, all their bills paid. They could buy their way into a good university by, basically being legacy or whatnot. And they still fail because they don't have that inner drive. You really have to have it. Or they succumb to drugs. They do, unfortunately. My daughter had a very, very good friend who had all of that privilege. We wound up seeing her picture on the back of a taxi cab for a homeless shelter. Her picture was in it with her baby. Sad. That is the saddest thing I've ever seen. And it's sad for me to tell you. But it's just an example of, how it's not good to stereotype that all Catholic schools are bad, or all public schools are bad, or all poor kids are bad, and all privileged kids are good. In the end, it's all up to us, right? In the end, it's what we do with it, with our obstacles and bumps in the road. Guys, yeah. Oh, me too, Alice. I went late. Yeah, it's extremely sad. It was extremely sad to see that. This was a very, very privileged young lady who had everything going for her, including looks. And she was no dummy either. But, you get involved with the wrong people. Drugs takes the best of you sometimes, unfortunately. And sometimes it's not even drugs. Sometimes it's just like, I don't know what it is. I don't know. There's just like something missing, some spark that drives people. Yeah. So it looks like it's getting darker, guys, finally. I like the long nights, the long days rather. But I wish the sunshine had come out. It did rain all day. And then I really would have had the golden hour and I could have taken some pictures out here. I would have looked better, but that's just the way it is. Sometimes the lighting does not flatter me. And that's okay. We were talking about vanity a minute ago. There's no such thing. And if there is, I will proudly claim it. I put my makeup and lipstick on to look better, so I don't scare the guys. So I don't scare my friends in the chat or their children and pets. Okay? I am going to let you guys go. It is 49 minutes in, and I will hopefully see you guys at my auction at Facebook. All the details are always in my description boxes if you want to join, but you must hit the agree button so that I know that you read the policies about spamming and all of that, and then you can be a part of the free group. It's a free auction group over on Facebook. It's every Saturday at 5 p.m. I hope to see you there, and I will be putting up more content. I'm going to try to edit that last thrift store run I did. It's going to get really dark now. All right. Have a wonderful weekend, guys. I'll see y'all soon. Bye-bye.